Well, hello, good evening, welcome to Phydeaux, your only source for bad dog, go lie down. Okay, yeah, the microphone's working.
That's good.
Yeah, hey, let's start another week.
Sure, why not?
Monday, Wednesday, Saturday the 29th.
54?
Here. Tuesday. Yeah, I think I'd be organized by now. Of course
Is this
not.
the 54th or 53rd or 56th?
I don't know. I guess it's a 54th. So,
It's the 54th,
so yeah, let's get that out of the way before as we begin. 5054. All right. Get the camera pulled way back there, so my shoulder can swing without hitting it. All right, let's start with Saturday, the 29th of July. We have Phydeaux and Dino. And there's Felicia off there in the background. Kind of like how she's poking her head up here. Hey, Irving, camera one, give me a close-up of Felicia. There we go. She's poking her head up.
Irving? Oh, I guess Irving's not on strike. I was going to say Irving's still working.
No. Cameramen not on strike. Just the writers and the actors.
Oh.
The Film Actors Guild and the writers. Okay. So Phydeaux says, "Is this the video game where the humans kill the other humans? I've heard about this. Why do you suppose they find this fun?" Well, I guess they really haven't had to survive in the real world like us. Humans, right? Want a potato chip? Nah, I got delivery pizza coming. It's the real world. Let's get this sucker erased and we can give it over to the chief colorist.
Is that happening shortly?
A few seconds. You might want to clear your desk off.
No, I can't in a few seconds. I really can't.
Under a minute, then.
No, I can't in under a minute. I thought I had time.
What, didn't you read the script?
No, I didn't read this, apparently.
Oh, you know where it's posted online? Let's get... See, this is a nice eraser that doesn't make any crumbs. And this is a nice eraser because it makes a lot of crumbs.
Can we find some middle ground
Now.
between the crumbs and the crumbless?
Alright. Well, I'm going to put this aside for the chief colorist to grab.
I don't know, just give me a second.
Alright, here we have Monday. We got the characters inked, but I haven't done the backgrounds yet, so this one shall not be going to the colorist today because ink will have to dry. Phydeaux and Felicia. Where are you going? Out with friends. You can't do that tonight. Bogash is cleaning the apartment and he needs us. I'm a cat. Cats don't help clean apartments. No, we make the mess. And that's the
Not
end.
nice, not nice.
That's the end of July. We'll toss that up there on the magnets. Actually, this one's ready for erasures to go to the colorist too. This is Tuesday, the 1st of August. Phydeaux, Felicia in the foreground. The boys are in the background. I'd really like to bite someone today. You know, to release some anger and some stress. Of course, I don't think I could stand the taste of them. How do you know they taste bad? Well, just look at them. They're filthy. And that's why I don't shower.
This guy's gonna wake up someday bitten, aren't
It's always been the thing that a house cat would eat you if it could. You hear those stories of the old crazy cat ladies who pass away in their apartments and the cats eventually start eating them.
I haven't heard a story like that in a while. I know it still happens, but
It's urban myth. I don't think it's ever happened, but
You don't think it's? I think it has happened. I don't think they've eaten them completely, but I'll bet you they've nibbled.
see what this thing tastes like.
Yeah. Well, if they're hungry though. Excuse me.
Oops, I think I missed a part of the couch there. That looks like a smudge back there. I don't know what happened here. Hey, Irving, camera one. Let's zoom in on this. Right there at the B, I had a slight split with the paintbrush. The squirrel pubic hair just didn't want to behave. And usually I don't mind it when that happens, like seeing the word "that's the brush split." So, but when I'm bearing down like this, that's one of the things I'm looking for to just give it the extra character. But you take the good with the bad with a brush. All right.
I think after all the efforts to get up there and get those hairs, they make sure they got the proper ones.
Well, they don't make squirrel pubic hair like they used to. Oh, for those new here, I probably should explain. These brushes are so expensive because they're made of the finest Himalayan squirrel pubic hair. We have to send the Sherpa up the mountain to do a Brazilian on the squirrels, as the squirrels obviously don't want to give up their hair because it is cold. Probably should have that bit written out. All right, we have Wednesday, the 2nd of August. I should read this one to you. Dino and Phydeaux. You're the worst pet in the world. If I had my choice, I would have chosen a much cooler pet than you. And Phydeaux says, do you think I want to be here? I'd rather have a beautiful, rich woman who will feed me treats and rub my belly all day. And they both come to the conclusion, it's Beau's fault. And they confront Beau in his office. What do I do now? This will be the third one we can give to the chief colorist. Made so much progress this week.
Okay.
You all set? No, I'll give them to you in a second.
Oh,
I just want to. What do you think, Irving? Camera one, zoom in. Is that a smudge or is that that line there next to you? Might be. Okay, we'll give these 3 to the chief colorist. There you go. Almost hit her in the head with them. You're closer than I thought you were.
I guess so.
Smack her in the head. But see, it
one hell of a paper.
it would not have been on camera, so
No.
no one would believe you.
This would have been one hell of a paper cut, though. I would have had the injury.
All right, we have Thursday. This one has just been rough pencil. Well, you can sort of see it, can't you, Irving? But I don't need to zoom in. All right, again in the foreground, we have Phydeaux and Felicia. Beau's in the background. Dogs are smarter than cats. That's not true. Sure it is. It says so on the internet. See? Don't believe anything you see on the internet. And Beau clicks YouTube channel. In ancient Egypt, cats were worshipped as gods. Except that. So that one's going to need to be inked today. And this is not listed, but they're in a bar, so it's obviously going to be a Friday. Let us get our calendar down here. This will be Friday, August 4th. And actually, I'm going to have to explain something here before I read it.
Are you mansplaining?
No, not mansplaining. I had told someone online that I could probably squeeze her in on Friday, August 4th. She may or may not be watching this. Probably not. But it just didn't fit out. The joke I wanted to have here is that the place is infested with cats, and I thought it might be good. This is Allie Rose. I actually looked her up. She is a legitimate person. Her website she's trying to be a model. Her website shows her portfolio. So I'm helping Allie out here, free of charge. I'm just going to promote her here and put her in the comic strip. She kind of looks like Barbie. That's why I chose this particular photo. And let me skip some of the what I was going to talk about. And the movie Barbie has hit the theaters. We're calling this Misandry, the movie. So this would have been a great time to put Allie in here, but I just didn't have the opportunity this week. Allie, I'll try to get you in some other time in the future. Don't know when. All right. Yeah, the kindness of my heart, I'm helping a struggling young lady out. Well, where are we going to begin? I guess we've got to do the finished penciling on this one. Let's sharpen a pencil. I should remind you that cartoonists are the dirtiest, filthiest creatures on the face of the planet, and I must wear a glove in order not to get the paper dirty. So we're going to need something to rest our hand on. And yeah, just notice this. Irving, camera one. Look at all the dirt on the edge of the page from my hand. See, I wasn't lying to you. We are that. That's how dirty we are.
Someday maybe I'll take the camera through the apartment. Let's trace his steps.
So I really don't think Bob Iger knows what's wrong with Disney.
Well, considering it is him. He's
Well,
what's wrong.
I don't think he knows what's wrong with Disney, and I'm just going to put that out there. One of the many things. And he's got this coming up. We just saw the previews for it, and so on the internet, Desparu, one of the internet guys we listen to, he said actually this strike is saving Disney a lot of money and could actually make them money because it shuts the actors up. How many actors have like destroyed their movie by talking?
They're doing better without
We're looking at you, Bree.
They're doing better without the publicity.
And I printed this photo out really small. Say, imagine you're part of the writers' union and you're staying in a picket line next to the writers' staff of She-Hulk.
Oh well.
That's really gonna make you sad.
That's gonna sting.
But I'm gonna give Bob Iger credit when he does something right. He's fired a bunch of people at National Geographic. Now, hear me out here. We all love National Geographic, even National Geographic by Disney, which is what this is. But what he's really done is he's just fired the traitors to mankind who still believe in man-made global warming. So, good job there. Good job there, Mr. Iger. You really improved the product. And I hear you're trying to sell a third of the company, including National Geographic. So, good job there, Bob Iger. All right, let's see. Done with that. Indiana Jones 5. Jeez,
I
I'm
think
way
we've
out of
talked
it.
about it longer than
Well,
it's been out.
according to everyone, they have finally turned a profit. No. They have finally paid for their broken
as a
even.
rule.
Well, reportedly it was 300 million. That they just made 300 million in the theaters, but doesn't 60% of that go to the actual theaters?
Probably.
And we're not including the advertising and yeah, okay. Disney always looks for the brighter side, so
No, that's Monty Python.
I'm going.
Always look on-
Yes, I'm going to look on the bright side, and someday Disney will be over. You won't have to worry about this anymore.
I don't want Disney to be over. I just want it to be fun.
I broke the tip of my pencil. So I keep on telling myself never to draw the characters this small. Because they just sort of broke the tip of the pencil again. They just sort of disappear. Oh. I've got Gal Gadot staring me in the face. So,
Oh, what a shame.
Gal Gadot. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? Is it that woman or that woman? Yeah, okay. I think I'll take Miss Israel here from the Miss Universe pageant, over whatever that is.
She wasn't Miss Israel, was she?
When I looked up this picture, yep, she's wearing the sash and everything. Oh, there we go. Indiana Jones 5 breaks even according to the media who can't do math.
Oh, no.
I wanted to point this out as
Speaking
a
of
what's wrong with Disney. Years ago, Lego did a study where they showed where they looked at how boys played and how little girls played, and the little boys, let's say they got a Batman, they wanted to know all about Batman, his history, his villains, and the kids imagined themselves as Batman. Then they would give a little girl Batman, and Suddenly she's got him going shopping and baking and doing everything a little girl would do. Boys and girls play with toys in different ways, and Disney was able to use, Lego was able to use that to sell the successful line of Lego Friends products. Maybe we need to look at how men and women do things differently to realize that some people probably shouldn't be allowed to play with your toys.
Actually, I only let very few people play with my toys, but you know.
So Anchor Brewery is shutting down after 127 years. And they say that they've had declining sales since 2016. Now, I was thinking, what else happened 2016? Big event in the United States that would cause this. That's when I stopped drinking beer. I'm sorry, Anchor Steam. It's all my fault.
We've traced the roots back.
I have, yes. It obviously, everything leads back to me. I'm sorry, Anchor Steam. Okay, I think we're done with all the paperwork for today. Except to say, hello, Brie Larson. Nice to see you and the uniform I designed for you. I expect big things for the Marvels coming to theaters soon. If, of course, they followed my costume redesign.
Spoilers, I don't believe they have.
If they haven't, well, I wash my hands of the situation. And this is professional boxer Daniela Helmsley. I see big things in the future for her.
She actually got.
And she actually did show her big things.
She actually got fined, and I don't know if she can
pay the fine.
I know, but I don't know if she can box again. I think they might have actually learned her, which is, a shame, because what the hell?
It's entertainment.
Yeah.
And I just saw this before going out. Apple TV is redoing is doing the Foundation series from Isaac Asimov. I read the books. I don't remember this character, the woman with the shaved head. It looks like they're doing it to us again by giving us some modern interpretation of an old science fiction standby. But it's on Apple TV, so nobody's going to see it. And I mentioned last week that I came up with an idea for Disney Star Wars. Disney, go back into your old family repertoire and look at Star Wars from the way Disney of the past might have. We're calling this Star Wars Legacy of the Jedi. Here's the synopsis. In a galaxy far, far away during the tumultuous era of the Old Republic, where the Jedi Order is at its zenith, a powerful Jedi Master finds himself torn between his duty and to the Order and his love for his family. Star Wars Legacy of the Jedi delves into the origins of the Jedi's strict doctrine against attachments, unveiling a compelling tale of sacrifice, redemption, and the eternal struggle between light and the dark side of the Force. George Lucas had this really weird thing where he turned the Jedi Knights into Catholic priests where they weren't allowed to have family and children. Let's explain why the Jedi are not allowed to have family ties. The Sith like to use those family ties against the Jedi. As the film opens with the introduction of Jedi Master Aiden Cyrus, a wise and compassionate Jedi who has achieved great prowess in the Force, Aiden is shown as a devoted husband to his wife Maya and a loving father to their two children, Caden and Elara. This idyllic family life is interrupted when a nefarious Sith Lord Darth Malkalor resurfaces with a sinister plan to shatter the Jedi Order. I said shatter. That's my Boston accent.
I was going to say. But I didn't even recognize that word. What was it?
Shatter. Yeah, okay. That's my Boston accent kicking in there.
That was rough.
Darth Malkalor recognizes that the Jedi's greatest vulnerability lies in their emotional attachments. He orchestrates a calculated attack, kidnapping Caden and Alara with the intent to turn them to the dark side. Realizing the Jedi's inability to protect their families, Dark Malkalor taunts Aiden, saying that attachments only bring pain and make the Jedi weak. Driven by love and sense of responsibility, Aiden embarks on a perilous quest to rescue his children. He traverses the galaxy, encountering various challenges and forming unexpected alliances with fellow Jedi and smugglers alike. Along the way, Aiden learns of the ancient Jedi prophecy that foretells the rise of a new Sith Order, born from a Jedi's family ties. As Aiden delves deep into his journey, he grapples with the inherent conflict between his love for his family and his commitment to the Jedi Code. Through encounters with wise mentors, he discovers the essence of the Force and realizes that true strength lies in balance, not in suppression. Aiden understands that while attachments can be a source of vulnerability, they can also be a wellspring of immense power if channeled correctly. In the climactic showdown, Aiden confronts Dark Malkalor and his corrupted children. He employs his love for them as a weapon, using the light side of the Force to free Caden and Alara from the grip of the dark side. But once you go down the path of the dark side forever, will it continue? That's Yoda. Aiden's actions challenged a long-standing Jedi belief, revealing that family bonds can be a source of strength and serve as a beacon of hope. The film concludes with Aiden returning to the Jedi Order forever changed by his experience. He imparts his newfound wisdom to his fellow Jedi, advocating a more nuanced approach to attachment. Aiden's reactions inspire a new generation of Jedi to understand that true mastery of the Force lies in embracing one's emotion without succumbing to their darker manifestations. Star Wars Legacy of the Jedi combines thrilling lightsaber duels, epic space battles, and emotional depth to explore the origins of the Jedi's prohibition on family ties. It challenges the traditional notions of the Jedi Order and highlights the importance of balance and understanding in the galaxy embroiled in an ancient struggle between good and evil. Not coming to a theater anytime near you. Disney seems to not want to do family movies, or they're incapable of doing family movies.
They're stuck in a little loophole where they create the same thing over and over again out of the same ideas.
They don't have the talent pool anymore.
No.
It's a creative company with no creatives.
I blame the pandemic.
It started before then.
I know.
Yeah.
I know it's not, but that's been my ongoing.
I said I would that Disney needed a cartoonist as our president back in 2015, 2016, but no, I don't think even a cartoonist can fix them. I tried.
You did.
We tried to help you. But when I won't even buy fruit snacks in a supermarket grocery aisle because Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck are on them, I think you got a damaged product.
To be fair, you are the demographic.
Well, I used to be their demographic for
Well, some stuff, yeah.
some stuff.
Not for the fruit snacks, I meant. I think that's for the child who's like, Mom, 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 Mom.
Yeah, let's.
It was on the end cap, wasn't it? Not the end cap, the
Oh, is it all the candy? Yeah.
yeah.
Let's put our inspirations up here on the board. So,
Yeah.
Bob Iger appointed his successor, Chapek, but then he didn't leave his office. Chapek had to use the office down the hallway, and then Bob fires his successor and takes his office back. That's exactly what Vladimir Putin did with Medvedev in Russia. Just had him hold his office for a little while.
Hold my keys.
Iger pulled a Putin.
Iger's the one who wants to has political aspirations.
He wanted to be president. I think that ship has sailed.
Oh, you don't think he's gonna do
Oh,
that?
well, he's getting old, but also he's really hurt himself with Florida. Um, Not even the Democrats would take him. Although, to tell you the truth, Democrats will take anybody they think that they think can win. And this guy's damaged goods. The weatherman doesn't know which way the wind blows.
No one does anymore. The wind is all
The answers, my friend, are
Over
written
the
in the
place.
wind. The ants, they are.
blowing in the wind.
I always thought it was the ants, A-N-T-S. The ants are my
You
friends.
said that before.
They're blowing in the wind.
But why? No, I'm just I told you, my friend Phyllis thought the song In the Dark was Trinidad. Trinidad.
I don't know that song.
I know, I'm not gonna sing it because no one wants to be subjected to that.
Yeah, okay. I think there's a whole list of songs that do that. Excuse me while I kiss this guy.
Yeah. I actually, when Who Let the Dogs Out first came, I think it was that song. Now I'm not sure, but there was a song that came out, and I actually had to ask one of my student employees what the words were. I honestly did not understand the words. I'm like, what in the hell are they saying?
You know,
I mean, once somebody told me once, I couldn't unhear it, but
yeah. I think I'd rather look at Gal Gadot than Kathleen Kennedy. So let's put Gal up there.
you mean you wouldn't rather
Oh.
just stare lovingly into your wife's eyes?
Hey, while we're at it, sorry, Mr. Iger. There we go. I think I've just improved everything here.
You sure you wouldn't like to just stare lovingly into your wife's eyes?
I can't. You're working, so your head is cast down, and you're looking
That's
at
true.
the work that you're doing. We're both working, actually.
Well, just stare at me in general.
No, I'm good.
Surprising. Oh, I was gonna say surprising. There's not a lot of light in here today. That's because I guess you have all the plate.
Oh, I have the blinds drawn to try to control the lighting a little
Yeah,
bit
I know.
because there'll be a glare
I know.
on the camera.
I understand why. I just didn't realize it.
Irving from Camera One says he can't have lights. We have to control the lighting.
Irving's starting to get annoying. You still haven't asked people if they want to hear my running commentary on some movie that's on in the background.
Oh, why don't you have a movie on in the background?
I don't know. I just didn't start one.
Hmm.
And I didn't want to touch the remote before I cleaned it.
What's that supposed to mean?
That means it's full of ink. And it's a black remote, and there was still ink on it. I don't know how that happened. Visible ink. I don't know how that happened.
And I haven't even opened the ink bottle yet.
No, it's from like days, whatever the last time was I cleaned it. So it's not one day's worth, it's a couple days worth. Looks like it's a nice day out there today. I know you didn't say anything that I should change the weather, I just happened to look.
Yeah, I think that's on people bingo cards anyway. If the
Changing the weather or talking about
talking about the weather, that means I've said something inappropriate.
Not this time, actually. This time I just happened to look up and it looks nice out there. You know, sometimes, right, I try to do that so that you don't say anything appropriate. Like, sometimes I proactively attempt.
Ah,
It doesn't always work. Actually, I don't know if it ever works, but I try.
well, looking at this Gal Gadot photo, I'm saying, I wonder if she knows her nipples are showing.
It's probably part of the whole thing.
When I first saw Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, I was a impressionable young lad, and I said, "Does the lady know her titties are showing?" Yeah, that's part of her act.
Not only does she know, but
Cassandra Peterson knew.
Yeah, but she lifted them up and squished them. I was going to say lift and separate. They're really not separated.
They're out there.
They're right there. Right together.
It's like you don't know what cat is what until I do the whiskers. I wanted the impression that they were just infesting the place. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9, 5, 1, and none.
I just broke off the tip of my pencil here.
Pencil,
I don't have my
pencil breaking day.
I swear it's the humidity. Not the heat, it's the humidity.
And what's going to disappear, I think, because the word balloon's going to cover it, he's got a banner on the wall that says tolerance or else. It's tolerance. Yes, you're just not going to see that. Oh, gal, don't go anywhere, gal. Stay right there.
What's that, wifey? Stay where you are so I can look at you?
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah, what I'm thinking about, since I did not put her, yeah, I'll tell you in a second. Since I did not put her in here, we might as well give her some FaceTime. There's our friend Allie. So, there you go, Allie, some free FaceTime. As an apology for not having you in this exact comic strip. I just couldn't fit you in here. It would have been kind of cool to have like one blonde Barbie doll like woman standing there in the background, but between the bear tabs and the cats in the background, I just couldn't fit you in. But I wish you well and luck in your career. When we do use her, I'll promote your website. It's actually a legitimate thing. No nudes, so don't go there for that. In order to increase inclusivity, we will work to cater a more feline to a more feline clientele. But fear not, humans will still be tolerated here. We are very tolerant, even to dogs. And he stares at Phydeaux for a while. Have you ever tried not being a dog? See, I hear the Barbie movie is all about Kens take over Barbie Land, and when the Barbies take it back, they still continue their horrible legacy of oppression.
Yeah, I was listening to the information about
It doesn't sound like a good film, but that wasn't made for me, obviously.
go see it though. I understand like the women who, you know, they were gonna have like Barbie parties or you know that kind of thing, or they were all gonna go together as a group. I do understand that mentality, but that was never really me. I mean,
You mean you never had a naked Barbie laying on your floor?
Of course I did. But I was never, you know, crazy about it. I don't think, you know, I'm sure I had. Listen, I was spoiled. All right. I
No.
can't deny
Were
that.
you?
Yes, I was spoiled. But I was spoiled within the means of my family. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we're not rich, so it's not like I, you know, had all kinds of crazy things.
That was back when there was a middle class.
Yeah, no, yeah, we were legit middle class. We had enough money to.
And your
for
parents
what we
never got
needed.
divorced, so.
My parents never got divorced.
But you did get to go to Disney World.
I did. Actually, without my father, though. My father didn't come. We went with
You had to
my-
work.
He had to work to pay for it. Yeah, exactly. Then I didn't think of that, but I guess you're right.
The DPW wasn't going to let him go. Oop, gal, where you going? Get back up there. Okay, good.
It wasn't called the DPW then. It was called the Department of
Public Works?
no. Give me a second. My father's title will come to me in a second. Street and Sewer Department.
Ah.
I don't know why it took me so long to come up with Street and Sewer Department, but it did. Yeah, I don't think he was a superintendent then, but actually, you know what? He might have been because I was 12. He died when I was 8. So I mean, he had been the superintendent for a while, so he could have been at that point. So I don't know why he didn't come with us.
Wait a minute, I thought he died when you were in college.
Yeah, I was 20.
You just said he died when you were 8.
No, I didn't. I said that he died when I was 20. I said, when
Okay,
I-
play
when I
back
was-
the tape. I heard the age of 8. What?
That's when I went there.
Oh, to Disney. All right.
Yeah.
I thought
No,
maybe
no,
you
no,
were.
I
Thought
was
maybe
about-
you
I
were.
was about- no, actually.
You were in
sorry.
college at 8 years old.
No, I'm
You're
sorry.
sorry.
What I said was I was probably about 12, which was 8 years.
Ah.
That he, I believe he had been the superintendent for that long before he died, because he retired. Anyway.
Sure.
Anyway, for whatever purpose, my father didn't come. And my father was old school. Like my mother's the one who did all the grocery shopping and all that, and my father did all the, you know, quote unquote mail like things around the house. You know, he did the lawn and all the outside stuff. So, to make a long story longer, my mother went on vacation, or my mother and I went on vacation, and she left him no toilet paper. Apparently, which he laughed about. He obviously did, you know, go out and buy toilet paper, but there was no toilet paper in the house, except for what was on the roll. I'll like to ask my mother that sometime. I wonder why my dad didn't go. My dad did not like to fly, so maybe
That was
he
probably
just
it.
didn't. Yeah, but he did fly for the honeymoon and stuff. But maybe he just figured. We went with my aunt and uncle and Shelley and John and Ray. And my mother.
Only the children from divorced families in my old neighborhood got to go to Disney World, and my parents, the inconsiderate people that they were, never got divorced.
You know, I only lived one city over, but it was very different in my city.
Just about everybody in my neighborhood was divorced. I can't think of. Oh, no. People across the street, they stayed together.
You know what's funny is some of the people I knew at the time, I did not know this, but they were like part of second families, like their parents had been divorced and
Remarried,
or whatever, and I just didn't know at the time. It wasn't really like
Yeah.
announced, but for the most part, I don't really remember a lot of my friends' families getting divorced. Not when I was younger, anyway.
Well,
my
that's one of the reasons why Hollywood is failing now. They all come from divorced families.
well, I don't know about that.
They can't conceive of doing a family film. They don't know what that shit is.
I am too much of an individualist, I think. I really believe it depends on the family and it depends on the person.
Yeah, we're not going to use that brush. Let's pick our weapons. Let's put that sucker back up there. Now here's the, okay, that's the really old brush. I guess that one was a really new brush that we didn't like. Let's go for that one. That looks like it's going to have a, I think this might even be the tip that kept on splitting on me. Let's see if we can get that to stick together better.
Oh,
All right.
I haven't done this in a while. Let me think this one
Done
through.
what?
On my mother's side, there is not a divorce. And the youngest from my grandparents, they have 5 kids, and their kids, and now a couple of their kids are married. Actually, a lot of them.
Curiously enough, there was divorce in my family, but here's the funny part. We did not socialize with the divorced people, but we did socialize with the people that stayed together. I think it must have been a class thing, or they just didn't get along. But, so like in the immediate family, no, there are really no divorces, but there are a lot of divorces.
You have said this 1,012 times.
I'm not going to talk about my sister. That doesn't count.
That's immediate family.
Yeah, that
Anyway.
that particular marriage probably didn't count, even though she took the name. She's taken every name.
Kept the name.
She's taken every name and kept them. I think my sister's just collecting names now. She's been
That's
divorced
fine.
twice, but
That's okay. That's fine. Things happen.
yeah, I'm not gonna criticize her for it.
No.
She's seeking happiness. And,
But I just think it's funny when you
Whatever.
say no. I mean, I don't care, but when you say.
well, the other sister is
Divorce.
still married, stay
Yes,
together,
that's true.
fine. No,
Yeah. And your parents are.
and
still
of course,
married,
I'm
your
an
parents-
exemplar of like fantastic husbandry. I know husbandry is
Every
really
now
taking
and-
care of
I
animals.
know.
I guess
Every
I guess that's what I'm doing. I'm taking care of an animal.
Oh, you're an ass. You're dangerously close.
Wife
to being an ass
husbandry.
right now. You're dangerously close to being. an ass.
Dangerously close to being divorced, right?
Yeah. I'm willing to be the first divorce in my family. Every now and again, you could say that it's a good marriage because of me. You could. Yeah, my grandparents had 5 kids. 4 of them married. I have 9 cousins, so there's 10 of us total. One of them's not married. So 9 marriages there. 1, 2.
All right. Let's put that someplace to dry. Let's see. I guess you're doing. I can do the background here next. Since it's a little. Put that bit to dry, and let's get the roller out here and just get some of these horizontal lines done. Okay. I can hardly see what we're doing here. So everybody, watch your eyes. Yeah, think bad. Irving, focus that camera. There we go.
So I wonder if the erasing over here is picking up. All you can hear is squeak, squeak, squeak.
I'm pretty sure the air conditioning is covering the sound.
Oh, probably. Oh no. Oh. Where did you put the batteries I got? In the kitchen?
Yeah, I think they're in the bottom drawer to the left of the sink.
Okay.
Battery dead on those things? On that vacuum cleaner already?
It looks like I left it on for some time. Ooh, what the hell is that? Oh. I'm gonna have to clean up the vacuum. Oh look, they're doing Bird Box Barcelona. Because, you know, why not? Sorry, shiny object distraction. Well, it's on the TV.
Yeah, that's where I saw the new actress for the Isaac Asimov's Foundation series. Hollywood just keeps on giving us this character. Eventually he'll stick. But this is the BBC too, but, well, yeah, the BBC went to rot a long time ago.
I think it was around the time that they fired the Top Gear guys.
You know, you're right.
Mm-hmm. And actually, they didn't fire them all. Didn't they just fire Jeremy?
Jeremy,
and the
yeah.
other two followed
Well,
suit?
yeah, Jeremy Clarkson saw it coming.
Yeah. But the other two followed suit because I think they realized, you know,
Oh, they were friends.
yeah.
And the producer went off and said, "Hey, we don't need the beef. We can make more money over here."
Yeah, they went to Amazon, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's working. Maybe I just had it off filter or something. If my mother-in-law is listening, my new favorite.
Don't worry, she's not. Don't worry, she's not listening.
You don't know that.
I'm
Apparently-
positive they weren't
Anyway.
listening last week because I would have heard something.
Why? What did you say?
Well, we said all sorts of negative things about him. We were
No,
horrible.
didn't.
We didn't?
I don't believe so.
Well, maybe that was just my imagination.
You're awful. You, my friend, are terrible. That's mean.
Yeah, but, well, now maybe that'll get them to watch it.
Oh, what? So they can hear the bad stuff you're saying? I don't think that's how it works, honey, but okay. Sure.
Don't really care.
Haven't you ever heard the old wives' tale? Well, not wives' tale, but do you catch more flies with honey than with vinegar?
And a piece of plywood is still in the floor. We had a broken refrigerator and they replaced it for us. Well, with one that didn't work. So then we got a supposedly a temporary one. And I know that we're never going to get the refrigerator that we are supposed to have. But when we do, I'll fix the floor. How's that?
Alright, that makes sense.
I'll fix the floor in the comic strip.
That makes sense.
And Carol Burnett used to do a thing where she would tug on her ear to tell her aunt who raised her that she was doing okay. When I fixed the floor in the Phydeaux comic strip, that means we got our refrigerator. Never gonna happen. Don't really care. We should just buy our own refrigerator and say screw it. But it's the moral. It's the what's the word I'm looking for? The moral of the situation.
No, not the moral
The
situation. I know.
something of the situation.
I know.
Cannot engage brain while using paintbrush.
I think I just colored Dino's thumb black. I'm gonna have to erase that. Oh, I didn't tell you. I didn't tell you what happened when I was at my mother's. I don't know if it's a good enough story for the podcast, but I'll try to keep it.
Is this a podcast?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. I've been calling it the live stream, even though it's not live. It's not live anymore.
I don't know what you call it.
Well, I'm stuck with the name. It's number 54, whatever it is. How's that?
All right. Around 1 o'clock or so. Oh, sugar, honey, ice and tea.
What's wrong now?
I'm breaking all the things off the pencil, and
Oh.
since I'm over here, I don't have my sharpener
Why don't you have your sharpener?
because it's an electric sharpener, and it doesn't reach this far.
Ah,
But anyway.
Isn't it on battery though?
Nope. Well, it might be, but there's no battery in it right now. So, and I don't feel like getting up and getting one right now. I was gonna get one, but anyway. The fire alarm went off. Actually, no, I'm sorry. It wasn't the fire alarm. All of a sudden we hear, well, no, because it wasn't. All of a sudden we hear, code red,
Oh.
3rd floor.
Someone dying.
That's what I said. I was like, code red,
Oh,
red.
actually, that could be good for you. Gives your mother a room.
She doesn't want to go to the 3rd floor. She wants to go to the 2nd floor. Because the 3rd floor would be back like what she was in Brunswick. Anyway. Well, maybe. I don't know. But anyway. So, my mother could hear that something was going on, but she couldn't really hear all of it, so she didn't hear the code red part. So, I'm watching the guy in the hallway, and he's pushing things into a room, and he's closing doors. But he comes past our room, and he doesn't close the door, and I'm like, well, what the hell what are they doing, you know? So, all of a sudden, a little while later, he brings on this big contraption, and he just pushes it into the room and closes the door. It was one of those things that lifts the body,
Yeah.
like one of the,
Yeah.
whatever, those craney type things. So this whole time I've been talking to my mother, we've been talking about whatever, and blah, 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 and so she's like, well, what's going on? I said, I don't know, but, so all of a sudden, like, 10 minutes into this thing, my mother turns and says, I have to go to the bathroom. Well, she can't get past this big contraption. So she looks at it, she goes, when did that get here? I'm like, Mom, it's been here since the code red. She's like, well, I can't get to the bathroom. And I said, well, you're either going to have to push it back, or we're going to have to get it forward, or she's like, well, never mind. But then she looks at me and she goes, well, what the hell is that thing? So I said to her, well, I'm assuming since your roommate can't get out of her bed, if there's an evacuation, that's they're gonna use this. And they had to put it in this room because, she's the one who needs it, and they had to close the doors. That alarm went off for about a half hour, I'd say. And there were fire trucks and ambulances and all this stuff. And then finally it shut off, but no one would tell us what happened.
Might have been a fire.
But no one would tell us. Like, they didn't, like we said, oh, was it a fire or a fire? No one would tell us anything. And then about 5-10 minutes after the alarm, finishes or whatever, the code red, there was I've never heard announcements in this place like this before. There was an announcement for all of management to report to some room, I forget what it was. I repeat, all of management must report to.
Someone.
Yep. Somebody screwed up.
Somebody's in trouble.
But I was being super mean to my mother when it shut off. I'm like, oh, they died. She's like, stop it. I said, well, it's over. But the poor roommate, who understands some things but not everything, she kept saying, what's going on? Like, fire alarm. Must be a drill.
Well, because it's a residence, they really don't want to tell you what, if things are going on.
Oh,
Because they want you to feel safe.
Well, that's why I know. But I mean, I could probably look it up. I'm sure it's on because literally.
Like a
there
police
were
blotter?
A whole bunch, yeah. We could hear them coming from a while away. I was like, oh, here they all come. Couldn't see really what was going on out there, just one or two of the trucks, but that made for an interesting part of the day. But the best part was my mother, when did that get here? I'm like, what do you mean, when did that get here? Well, you're not paying attention at all? It wasn't her dementia, it was just she wasn't paying attention. I'll tell you, they don't realize how much stuff is in the hallway of the hospital until they're all pushing it out of the way and into rooms. I was like, oh, I didn't even realize it was out there.
I notice periodically the hallways are empty, but then other days
Yeah.
you can barely get down them with a wheelchair.
Yeah. 9 times out of 10 they're pretty empty. But like I said, even those empty ones, they had a couple of like those drawer. Oh my God! I think you need to clean your floor.
I spilled a little ink.
No, over there, behind you.
Yeah, don't go looking at that.
What, can you stop looking and stop? Anyway, sorry people, I just noticed there's something on the floor that threw me off.
It's called gravity.
Gravity? Okay. Anyway, yeah.
Let's see how we're doing on time. Well, I'm almost approaching the hour mark.
It is kind of weird not doing it live. I
Why
don't
is,
know why.
why is that?
Well, because it feels like other people should be paying attention to, like, not other people, I don't know. Like, no one knows we're doing this, but we're paying attention to the time, and it's weird.
We will rebroadcast this Sunday at noon, and I'll be in the chat to chat with anyone who wants to
I
chat.
may or may not be, I may be at my mom's.
Yeah, you won't be here.
Oh, really?
Do you, when you're not here, do you like go back and read the chat to see what we were up to?
Depends on how badly my phone is. If my phone's on a low charge, no, then I'll read it when I get home, but I tried to go on my mother's computer the other day while I was over there when you were doing it, and I got distracted and,
Shiny object?
yeah.
Mm.
Well, I am there to talk to my mother, believe it or not. To
But
keep her
she's
company.
very hard of hearing.
Well, when I'm right up close to her, she's okay.
What?
It's not why, it's what. If you're going to be insulting.
If you say it loud enough and angry enough, she'll understand you.
Not true. Sometimes it's just tone, and I don't always get the right tone. For some reason, she seemed to think that that device that has the earphones, or whatever, I mean the headphones,
Mm-hmm.
she seemed to think that it was her responsibility to change the battery now. So I kept asking her where it was and why she wasn't using it. She's like, I can't get it open. I need a screwdriver. You have to bring it. I'm like, did you think of asking somebody here? And sure enough, she finally asked Melvin. And Melvin helped her.
I think that having a screw on the battery charger is a stupid idea until I drop the remote.
Yeah, I know.
And the batteries fly everywhere.
I know.
When we were kids and the remote control was first invented, we never had the back to the remote. We always had the batteries in there, maybe some tape
Oh
holding
my
them.
God, I remember that all the time. I remember losing the back of all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
Even toys. You'd lose the back of the toy.
Yeah.
Battery compartment or whatever. All the effing time.
We had the original cable box that was on a long, like thin telephone cord.
Oh, you were special.
So you could take it, put it in the bed, so you didn't have to get up to change stations. You press the button, and if you press two buttons together, I swear you got another station that wasn't available anywhere else.
It was like you went to the multiverse.
Mm-hmm.
The first, I think I told you this already, the first people I knew who had that were my mother's, my family friends, Phyllis and Teddy. And every now and again when my parents went out for dinner with them, I would go with them, not to the dinner, but I would go with them and like, I don't know, hang out while they were playing cards, whatever the hell they were doing. And they were the first people to have one of those remotes and I loved it. And I'd be in this like den room all by myself and I could have the remote to myself and the TV to myself. And I think they have all the channels too, so like I can watch all kinds of stuff.
And it was strange because there was always something on TV to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I were to go to broadcast today, I could not find something to watch.
Well, isn't it like they've said it's some sort of like phenomenon whereby if you have 3 choices, you can make a choice, but if you have 18 choices, you know, you can't make the choice or something like that, or because it's overwhelming, so your body kind of shuts down. Which.
Really?
Yeah, I've heard that somewhere.
Fascinating.
I don't know if it's 18.
Oh yeah, I know you're talking about. Yeah, multiple choices.
Yeah. So you know, if you're looking at something, and you have 5 choices. We'll say. They're like, okay, I can eliminate this, this, and this, and okay, well, this I like. But apparently there's some number, and probably it's different for every person, but there's some number whereby after a certain amount, you just kind of like don't even pay attention to all the choices, and you just can't make a choice. And, you know, have I not spent hours and hours and hours scrolling through screens of TV, I would have maybe questioned that. But now I don't question that anymore because I go hours and hours. And it's weird too because I will flick by a movie that I'm like, oh, okay. And probably in the past I would have watched it and said, okay, I'll watch that, and I would have enjoyed it. But now because I know that there's other choices, I guess I keep going until I find something I don't know.
So it's not what's on, it's what else is on.
Yeah, I think so. And then I end up on Red Letter Media and all this or True Crime.
Well, that's how we ended up watching Jaws last night.
Yeah, I know.
I can make a choice.
And then you went to bed. No, I mean, I've watched a few things, but obviously I've watched a few movies and things, but I haven't been able to find anything. I don't know where or how I started to watch Law and Order Special Victims Unit, but that was actually pretty good. I ended up watching like all, I don't know, 159 seasons or whatever the hell it is.
Really? When?
Well, when I'm on my computer or when you're not here or...
I thought you just watched Bailey Sarian and Red Letter Media.
Nope. Nope, I watched all... Literally it's 27 seasons.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've been meaning to catch up with... I've been meaning to watch The Wire. I have not.
I know, we've never done it. We always say that, and we've never done it. There was another show, too, that I've been meaning to watch, and I never have. I guess I'm out of American Horror Story. Because...
Have they done another season?
Well, they did New York, but I haven't been able to get it because it's just on Hulu.
Oh, yeah.
It used to be on Hulu and Peacock, I think. It used to be on one of the free ones after a certain amount of time. And that's how I watched a couple of the last ones. But...
That's what's going to happen to a lot of these shows. They're going to network themselves out. Howard Stern, ever since he went to satellite, no one watches him anymore. He had to do that stupid Gong show to keep his face in the media. This foundation is going to be on Apple TV. What the I don't even know how to get Apple TV. Don't you have to buy a special Apple desktop box to do that? It's not even like you can get it. Yeah.
But I don't know.
It's not like you can get it like we would Paramount or even Disney Plus. That's not going to happen. But Apple TV, I think you actually need a piece of equipment.
You probably do. Let's see, what does it say here?
It's not even amongst our list.
Yes, it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Where? Oh, there it is. Okay. See what I know? I know nothing. No, I don't want to.
I know. Calm down.
The funny part, you're afraid to even take their free trial because you know they're going to screw you over and force you to stay.
Apple TV to share your watch history with the Let me see what happens when that's what it says. I almost got tricked. I found Blackadder.
Yeah.
And it's on BritBox.
Yeah, that they try to sell you that.
Yes, but they don't. They do it covertly, because when I clicked on it, it came up enter this code, And I was like, oh, I already got the code, so maybe I just haven't started it yet. Because remember that happened with Peacock, right? Wasn't it? Or Paramount?
Yeah, one of those.
Anyway, one of them. And I was thinking, oh, maybe this comes with Xfinity and I just haven't, whatever. Nope. It's $7.99 a month.
Which we would have done if British television didn't go the way of Hollywood.
Although this did have a lot of the older British things, but still.
Are you on Apple? Oh, it's Tubi.
No,
Oh, okay.
no, Tubi.
Oh, okay. I thought you were.
No. I wouldn't do that. I did do the, what is it I did? I keep forgetting. Didn't I already do this?
I don't know what you're doing, so I can't tell you.
I'm signing into Tubi. Did you make it a Tubi account?
Nope. It's your email.
I know. Well, but it's saying. Tubi's free, isn't it?
No idea. I don't know anymore.
We'll do this later.
Good idea.
Oh, sign in on the web. No, okay, that's not what I want to do either.
There.
Register or sign in, no subscription, no credit card, free forever.
Okay.
Do we believe them, people?
No, I don't believe them. Do they run commercials at least? I don't mind commercial television.
I know.
And in fact, the
What
new.
do I scan the code with? My phone? I
Yeah.
have my phone here.
Guess so.
Yes, that's right, people. I'm of that middle age category where
Do you even have a QR scanner on your phone?
I thought I did. I'm in that middle age category where computers do not scare me, but I still am not sure how to use all of them. Why do I have to find my phone app on here? I don't want you looking at my phone. You might know whether I'm in the kitchen or the bathroom. Living room or bathroom, I should say.
Yeah, you don't go in the kitchen.
No, because you won't let me.
You don't let an Irish woman in the kitchen.
My people are crying. You do if you want a good old-fashioned plate of
Boiled meat.
corned beef and hash.
Boiled meat, yeah.
I'm sure I could get it. There has to be a scanner on here. Don't they come with them?
No, I had to download mine from.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They're from the App Store.
Yeah, but I thought I hit the maybe I didn't do something like that. There's the App Store.
What they should do is have it on your camera mode in your Apple phone. I don't know why they don't. There should be a program that comes with the phone. And also YouTube, you should include the thumbs up and the thumbs down on every version. You have to download an extension if you want to get the thumbs down ratio.
That's recent. They did that because of supposedly the robot, not the robot, the Russian.
Yeah, right. Russian trolls, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, Russian bots, yeah. Well, once Vlad finishes with Prigozhin, we'll have a lot less Russian bots in the world.
So what do you suppose my Apple ID password is? Don't say it out loud, but what do you suppose it is?
Sexy Hot Mama 69.
I would reuse my password like that.
I'm guessing it's the same password you use for everything else.
No, I can't.
Because you're of that age.
No, I can't use piece everything, because sometimes they have to have a vowel, sometimes they have to have a riddle, sometimes you have to knock on the troll's door 6 times. It gets hard after a while. That doesn't sound right. It gets difficult after a while.
It gets hard, yeah, baby. Tell me all about how hard it gets.
No, stop that right now. I'm gonna end up putting in so many passwords that they'll lock me out. Oh. I thought it went. I thought it went through. It didn't. Oh, Touch ID. Let me Touch ID. Touch ID. Whee.
Your fingerprint scanner work on that phone?
It just did for this.
Oh, cool. All right, that one's done. Well, I mean, the foreground's done.
Sign in. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna die. Oh! Yeah, it worked. I'm not gonna cry.
Yeah. Keep an eye on Danielle up there.
Why do I have to do this again? Oh, Jesus Lord. I just freaking put in.
There we go.
I just put in the password and it's a free freaking app. Why do I have to do this now? I may have to shoot somebody.
You don't have a gun.
That's true. I'll go bang bang with my fingers. I hate all this crap. Crap. I could have probably been on my thing. Alright. This is not okay. Let's cancel this because I'm done with this. Hi everybody, I'm just having my own little chat over here.
No one's listening.
I know. They don't listen to me, they come to listen to you.
No. No, they come here for news. Okay, I'm gonna do the cat boss voice. In order to increase inclusivity.
Oh, remember when I cleaned off my desk?
No,
Well, when I cleaned off my
I'll
thing
take your
here,
word for it.
I cleaned off the thing so that you could give me the comics.
All right.
I put everything on here. I'm having a frustrating time right now.
I haven't heard anything fall on the ground yet. Yeah, that's. Yeah. I was gonna have Irving pull the camera in, but we'll keep it out so we can continue to watch our ladies up top.
Our what?
Our ladies. We have Daniela Helmsley, the boxer,
All right, sorry I asked.
and Kathleen Kennedy. Oh, there's Gal Gadot too. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? So I hear that they've done a new hip hop version of Hi Ho for Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Oh, is this going to be insulting? Do I have to talk about the weather?
Well, Disney has had a meeting. They're not going to release it.
Oh.
Well, they may.
Oh, the rap? I thought you meant the movie.
Yeah, they may or may not have learned their lesson with Aquafina and her Scuttlebutt song.
Oh.
I don't think they've learned their lesson at all. These are not people. These are not the sharpest knives in the drawer. But they've kept it quiet.
Well, that's probably the smartest thing they could have done.
Well, they're screwed if they do, and they're screwed if they don't. If they refuse to release this film, they're going to get in trouble with saying that they bowed to the racists. And if they release this film, they're going to lose a ton of money because no one's going to watch it. But now that they're doing the fire sale, Iger's going to try to sell off probably a third of the company. We have hope, but they need to come up with at least $9 billion by January to buy Hulu. And I would say don't buy Hulu, but they're required to.
They're required to, because they paid the contract.
And in fact, the amount is going to be decided in arbitration by a judge.
Ugh.
So, and there's no way it's going to be $9 million. It could be anywhere from 9 to 23 million, a billion, sorry, with a B. And they have 200 million in the bank. They've got to sell. Hey, could you look up the word clientele? I might want to make sure I'm spelling this correctly. And I can't get on my computer at the moment. Clientel, I think. Let's catch it here before I do a spelling error. In order to increase inclusivity, we will work to cater to a more feline clientele.
CLIENTEL.
Yeah. Oh, there's an E at the end?
Yep.
Oh, CLI. Yeah, I didn't have the E at the end. CLIENTELE.
Yep. I had to look it up to make sure, but yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I didn't have the E on the end. I made the N too big.
The only word I can't spell is, well, I mean, I'm sure there's many I can't, but the one word in the world I can't spell is restaurant. I always want to add an extra R.
Restauranti.
Yeah, I do. I always want to do RESTR. I don't know why.
I used to have a problem with the word there. THEIR. I would do THIER. Like I before E, right?
Yep. Well, yes, that's what it's supposed to be. Wow, deadly dilf. Are you familiar with what a dilf is?
A dog that I'd like to F?
No.
What?
Oh, don't be gross.
Well, a
Dad.
MILF. Oh, a dad. Oh,
Duh,
see,
jeez.
MILF is mom that I'd like.
I know. So you went from mom to dad. To dog?
I did not even consider dad. Nope.
Like, you have an M that you know is mom, and then you go to dog. When you
Yeah.
get a
Why?
D?
What? Why not?
I'm gonna have to sit you down with one of those flashcards and see what you come up with. That's a little frightening.
Well, you know what a kilf is, right?
No, don't say
A
that.
cat.
Oh, but I was thinking K.
A cat that I'd like to F.
All right, but I was thinking K. I was thinking K.
What would K be?
No, I don't want to say it.
Okay.
I really don't want to say it.
Yeah. No idea what you're. See, I don't have that Disney frame of mind, so I would never think kilf is that what you were just thinking.
Oh, I was afraid you were gonna say it.
Obviously, it's cat.
Well, again, I thought you were saying the K, not the C. If I had understood it to be a C, I would have gone. Well, actually, no, I still might have gone there.
Yeah.
Uh,
Children.
See, you did say it. Stop.
I don't have that Disney frame of mind.
I know, but don't even say it.
Oh, by the way, doing well in theaters. Sound of Freedom?
Yeah, Sound of Freedom.
Something like that.
That sounds like something I may watch on like a Saturday.
Well, I hear
Comes up free.
it's a thriller.
It is a thriller, and that's
Yeah.
the kind of thing I usually watch, like, on a Saturday afternoon or something.
I'm just so skeeved by the whole concept that I don't even want to waste.
It depends on how
Yeah, I'm not into kids. I'm just not like.
It depends on it depends on how its story is. I was thinking it was a documentary, in which case, no, that doesn't. I don't want to really head down that, which I guess is kind of silly of me, but that's just the way I work, I guess. But if it's more like a story and that's part of the story, then maybe. We'll see. Ariana Grande has moved since she split with her husband.
I don't know who that is. Her singer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh look, Tubi has a whole bunch of crap. Oh.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna put that in their advertising.
have
Whole bunch of crap. Tubi.
Oh, what movie is this? I feel like I should know what movie this is. No, it's not that one. I thought it was.
Is it Mad World? No.
No.
Yeah, I see a bunch of nuns on a bus.
Oh,
Where Angels Go, Trouble Follows. Nope, never heard of it.
Never heard of it. Nope. I was thinking of something else.
Yeah, when people like go to places like Tubi and see that they have a whole bunch of crap, they really don't need the Film Actors Guild to come off of the striking picket line.
Deal or no deal? Let's see. What was the previous offer? The previous offer was.
What do you think? The strike going into next year?
Oh yeah. Because like you said, there's just no purpose. There's so many things on TV and so much else going on.
I guess the only sad thing is that some actresses have an expiration date.
And some actors too. Calm down.
And they're rapidly approaching it, and they can't really afford to be on a picket line. This is the time when they should be trying to earn. Speaking of expiration dates, how's Margot Robbie doing?
They're claiming that she's like one bad movie away from just
From expiring.
Yeah. No.
Well, her career expiring. Now she's gonna be around a long time, as an example. Back in our days, they had these things called sex symbols. I'm sure the actresses didn't like it. Farrah Fawcett famously probably didn't like it. But that's how they made their career, by being pretty to look at. Even I'm just thinking about Bob Hope and Bing Crosby would drag Dorothy Lamour along with them on the road trip pictures.
I know, but those are fun.
Just for Dorothy, Dorothy was just something to look at, eye candy.
But those were just fun though.
Right.
Even though she was.
We just had fun. It's not like maybe they would get a kiss off her or something like that.
I was just gonna
It was
say,
never.
even
It
though
was
she was
innocent.
Even though she was eye candy, she wasn't like, toppled around or.
Wow. I screwed up the Phydeaux font. I put that A should be going that way, not that way.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah. Continuity problems.
There's a continuity problem in the strip that I'm coloring right now too.
Yeah,
Your
I do.
chips went from potato chips. Your chips went from just being called chips to potato chips in the last frame.
Did I ink it?
I'm sorry. What?
Did I ink it?
Oh yeah. I'm
Yeah,
already
okay.
coloring it.
Yeah.
So.
Oh well.
And there's no room to put the word potato above the chips on the other one, or else I would have told you.
Oh well.
We should have like a little contest.
Find all the Charles's errors.
you find 5 of Charles's errors, you get a character.
Okay.
Or 50 errors, I don't know.
Everything here has to dry. Let's put Gal up there because she's an important part of today's episode. All right. So, usually at the end, what I do is I take a picture of what the board looks like at the end, and that's what's used as our thumbnail. Get some water here. But we do have to come up with a title for this.
You're ending it? How long has it been?
Oh, it's like an hour and a half. Well, the thing is, I'm done inking. The ink has to dry before I could do anything further. In fact, I'm lucky that I just did the border, and then I went back to do the lettering. I'm lucky that the border here didn't smudge. So
Yeah,
actually,
smudge.
we have no smudges today. Wow, good job, Charles. All right. Oh. I think Star Wars Legacy of the Jedi should be in there somewhere. Yeah, that's never going to happen. And it's not on camera.
Why
There
is
we
it
go.
not on?
There we go. Have her poking out behind Star Wars Legacy of the Jedi.
Wow, they have a whole channel called America's Dumbest Criminals.
Oh, I forgot to mention this.
What
I
is
always
that?
I always give credit when credit's due. Star Wars Legacy of the Jedi.
Yes?
That whole synopsis was
Yes.
written
Oh.
by AI,
Oh.
Chat GPT. Let me just put GPI, whatever. Chat AI, we'll just call it. The whole thing was written by Chat AI. There we go. What else should we talk about today? I think we're done.
Are we done? That seemed to go by kind of quickly.
Yeah.
You sure about that?
I shall come up with a title for this someday. And I'll always remember, put the cap back on your ink bottle.
You could be kind of meta
It's
and
a-
just do some. Oh, sorry.
It's a hard-learned lesson. Do better and do what?
Should call it Untitled.
Nah, I'll come up with a title, I'm sure.
I know.
Ink bottle away. I gotta wash my brush. Thank you for joining us. See you next week.
Oh.